All right, sixth grade is math time, and we are still working on evaluating algebraic expressions, okay? And so one thing, if you are still confused about evaluating an algebraic expression, go back and look at the video notes that Miss Watts gave us some great videos, and Miss Heard-Hixon went through those videos. Go back and review that so you can kind of get a better understanding of what to do. Now, let's look at evaluating algebraic expressions. Remember, algebraic expressions, have a variable, numerical value, and also a type of operation that you must do. Okay? You want to always do your best to work out your work, either on a scratch sheet of paper. If there's extra space on your page, you can do that. Do not just try to do it in your head. Even though you may think you know what you're doing absolutely perfectly, it is no harm in double checking with your paper and pencil and working out that problem. Okay? Ooh, excuse me. We are actually not going to do number one. Okay? Because number one is pretty simple. Evaluate the expression when a equals 3. We know that when a number and a variable are next to each other, that means to multiply. And so I'm just going to fill it in and you answer the question for yourself. Okay? I do want to look at number 2 though. So I'm going to look at a couple of them and then I'm going to let you go to yourself, okay? All right, let's look at number 2. It says b is 9. I have an exponent here, so I'm going to have 9 squared, or 9 to the second power, minus 9, excuse me. 9 to the second power does not mean I do 9 times 2. It means that I do 9 times 9 minus 9. An exponent means that I am literally multiplying that number by itself however many times that little number tells me to. Okay? And it tells me to multiply 9 2 times. So that's what I'm going to do. Excuse me. So 9 times 9 is 81. 81 minus 9 equals 72. My answer is going to be C. All right, let's look at 3. I have 2 separate values. I have C equals 4, D equals 6. Okay, let's fill it in. I have 2 times 4 squared plus 3 times 6. Follow PEMDAS, okay? And when I'm following PEMDAS, I'm going to write PEMDAS here. It tells me I do my exponents before I do anything else. Okay? Here are my exponents. So rewrite 2 times 4 times 4, because that's what exponents mean. 4 times 4 plus 3 times 6. Rewrite again 2 times 16 plus 3 times 6. Multiply before you add all through the whole equation. Okay? So 2 times 16 is going to give me 32 plus 18. And if I add 32 and 18 together, I'm going to get 50. Sorry, guys. All right. You're going to pretty much do that for all of them, filling in those equations, following that PEMDAS rule. If you see a variable and a number side by side, that means you are multiplying. I'm going to come down here to the bottom because it wants you to find the perimeter in inches of the figure when x equals 9. Okay? So pretty much they want me to add all of my sides together. But before I can do that, I have to work out these 2 equations. Now, there are more than just 2 sides to this shape. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. So I'm going to be adding 4 separate numbers together when I'm done. Also, it says x equals 9. So if x equals 9, I can assume that this side right here equals 9. So honestly, I'm going to actually just mark out my x and put 9. And if this side equals 9 because x equals 9, then it's safe to say that this side also equals what? 9. Now, I have to actually work out these equations before I can add them all up. So let's go ahead and work them out. I got 3x minus 5. 3 times 9 minus 5 gives me 27 minus 5, so that would be 22. So I'm going to mark through this, and over the top, I'm going to write 22. So this side equals 22. All right, let's work out this equation here. I have 2x plus 2. So 2 times 9 plus 2. 18 plus 2 gives me 20. So this side equals 20. Now that I have all of my sides, I can now add them up. So I have 20 plus 22 plus 9 plus 9. Okay, add those numbers up and then you will get your perimeter. Okay, now if you have any questions, let me put P equals. P stands for perimeter. So once you add these numbers up, you'll get the answer for your perimeter. All right, any questions, comments, concerns? You guys know you can call or text Mrs. Heard-Hixon at 256-513-8064, or you can email me at rheardhixon.rheshva@gmail.com. All right, guys, that's all for math today. Bye.